Since humans stepped on the earth, we have been fascinated by various phenomena of nature. Over time, as the spheres of mankind's knowledge grew, we started understanding many phenomena that were once considered to be magic by our ancient ancestors. The expansion of our knowledge enabled us to make many new discoveries, and we came across many new phenomena that could not be answered. Over the past couple of centuries, a number of new discoveries have been made, and a number of events have happened that could not be explained by researchers. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we take a look at 5 mysterious discoveries and events. The Great Sheep Panic of 1888. The phenomenon was not confined to one specific farm. It was observed across the entire area of Oxfordshire. The unique event took place during the night when something triggered what has been termed as the Great Sheep Panic of 1888. The next day, thousands of sheep were found widely scattered over an area of more than 520 square kilometres. Many of the sheep seemed frightened and were found in groups under the hedges at the corners of the fields. According to the Times, there was no possibility of humans being responsible for this massive sheep panic, as it would have taken a coordinated effort by more than 1,000 men to trigger such a large sheep panic. It was reported in a scientific journal that the night of the 3rd of November 1888 was an extraordinarily dark night. There were some reports of lightning in the area, and occasionally bright flashes were observed in the sky. Sheep panics are not a rare phenomenon. However, such simultaneous widespread sheep panic across such a large area is unheard of. There are a number of theories as to what caused this massive sheep panic of 1888. Some people believe that it was a result of some astronomical event in the sky that triggered the senses of sheep, and some people link the sheep panic with the lightning. It has been believed for many years that animals are able to sense or see different paranormal entities. Therefore, another popular theory about the 1888 sheep panic links the event to a possible encounter with a paranormal entity. Some people believe that perhaps it was an angel that visited the earth on the insanely dark night of November the 3rd, 1888, triggering the sheep panic. Others have linked it to the devil or some other demonic entity. The fact that the locals of Oxfordshire did not report hearing anything strange on the night makes the sheep panic quite unexplainable. Rushon Geoglyph. In 2011, a Russian geologist, Alexander Shestakov, discovered a large geoglyph on the slopes of Zarakal Mountains in the Chelyabinsk region of Russia. The geoglyph looks like a depiction of a moose or an elk-like animal. It has a long snout, 2 antlers and 4 legs. The geoglyph was first observed through satellite imagery. After a while, the researchers surveyed the outline of the geoglyph using a seaplane and a glider. After years of excavation work and archaeological studies, researchers believe that this could be the oldest geoglyph ever discovered. It is believed that the geoglyph was made sometime between 4000 and 2000 BCE. During the excavations, geologists unearthed stones laying 4.5 meters. The borders of the geoglyph consists of large stones, and there are small stones at the center. The creators of the geoglyph dug a trench and placed the stones in the trench. The geoglyph is about 195 meters wide, has a length of 715 meters, and a diagonal of about 275 meters. Researchers believe that the figure was easily visible from a nearby ridge, and it had a white shiny appearance against the green grassy background. Researchers have also discovered 40 stone tools during the excavation work. These stone tools are made of quartz. Most of them are mattocks, which are similar to pickaxes and are used for chopping and digging. It is believed that the giant Russian geoglyph was built by a megalithic culture that inhabited the area. Many stone monuments were also created by this culture during prehistoric times. Geologists are carrying out further research to find out more about the mysterious geoglyph and why it was created. Forest Grove Sound. In February 2016, the residents of Forest Grove, a small town in Oregon, United States, heard a high-pitched noise multiple times for several nights. At first, it was thought that the sound was caused by the equipment used by the Department of Forestry. However, the authorities determined that their equipment was not the cause of the sound. The residents of the city made videos of the sound, which went viral. Media teams rushed to the area and the strange sound phenomenon was widely covered in mainstream media. Many videos of the sound are still present on the internet. The sound was heard in different parts of the city. Some people described the sound as a siren, while others described it as a high-pitched flute sound. The sounds were mostly heard during the night, and they lasted from 10 seconds to a few minutes. Many residents called the police to report the sound. However, the police had no explanation for it and eventually asked residents to stop making calls about the noise as it did not pose a safety hazard and they could not do anything about it. There were a number of theories about the mysterious sound. Some people linked it to the sewer system. However, city authorities denied that it was coming from the city sewers. There were also claims that the sound was made by the gas pressure in nearby gas plants, but the gas company also denied that it was being made by their plant. Eventually, residents of the city started proposing some unconventional sources for the sounds. These included frogs, aliens, and Bigfoot. Everyone seemed to have a theory about the sound, but no one had any evidence. Even the authorities were clueless. The mysterious sounds were heard for a few days and then they were never heard again. To this day, the residents of Forest Grove wonder what the cause of these sounds were. Forest Rings, Canada. One of the greatest feats that mankind has achieved during recent centuries is the ability to fly. And this has not only reduced the time it takes to travel, but has also led to some stunning imagery of the planet and new perspectives about various places on Earth. Researchers have also discovered many mysterious phenomena by using aerial photography. In the 1950s, geologists were using aerial photography to study the different parts of the forests near Ontario, Canada, when they found a strange anomaly. It seemed that there were mysterious rings present in the forest. The rings were not visible or could not be detected from the ground. Researchers at the Ontario Geological Survey named these strange patterns forest rings. Upon further research, it was discovered that these large, circular patterns were formed as a result of low tree density. The diameter of these rings ranged from 50 meters to 2 kilometers, and they were formed by 20-meter thick lines. Despite extensive studies conducted over the years, researchers have not been able to find the origin of these forest rings. Some of the hypotheses about the phenomenon includes buried kimberlite pipes, fungus that grows radially, and trapped gas pockets. Some researchers have also proposed that these could be the impact craters formed as a result of meteors. However, no conclusive evidence is available to support any of these hypotheses. In recent years, similar forest rings have also been reported in Australia and Russia. Cold blob in the North Atlantic Ocean. In 2015, researchers found a strange anomaly on the global temperature maps. 2015 was the warmest year ever recorded. However, one part of the North Atlantic Ocean appeared blue on the temperature maps and was found to be much colder than the rest of the ocean. The anomaly, known as the cold or blue blob, was located near Iceland and Greenland in the North Atlantic Ocean. This anomaly sparked concern amongst scientists all over the world as it was initially considered to be a result of global warming. Initially, researchers suggested that the unusual cold spot was a result of a slowdown of the process known as Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, or AMOC. It is described as the interaction between salt levels and cold and hot ocean temperatures in the North Atlantic Ocean. Researchers believe that the phenomenon is caused by the melting ice in Greenland. As a result of this melting ice, the fresh water is poured into the ocean, affecting its temperature as well as salt levels. It was believed that the Gulf Stream, which is the warm current in the Atlantic Ocean, was slowing down, causing the cold blob. And if the slowing down process continued, it could alter the climate of the entire region. However, recent research has revealed that the circulation of the warm and cold water across the ocean has not changed, and the Gulf Stream is still flowing at the same speed it was flowing a few years ago. This leaves the cold blob a significant unsolved mystery for the climate experts all over the world. But what do you think of these 5 mysterious discoveries and events still waiting for an answer? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.